Hi, my name is Brian, and today we're going to talk to you about creating abstract art in Photoshop. Abstract art in Photoshop, and it's actually fun. So you can create something like this by simply going through this tutorial. So first thing we want to do is click File and New. You want to bring up a new project, and you want to name your project Abstract 1, and name it whatever you want to. I'm naming mine Abstract 1. Clicking OK. Go to click on the background layer, make sure it's selected, and then you hit Alt and backspace to change it to black. Of course, it's not changed to black because my foreground and background colors haven't been changed yet. So we're going to select the background color, pull up the color panel, and change it to black. So now you hit Alt and backspace again, and it turns to black. Now, next thing you want to do is create about 5 layers. So create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers. And beginning with the background layer, you want to click on the foreground, button there, and find one of the darkest colors you can find. You want to make sure that the colors that you find are pretty dark. You want to make the background pop when you place your designs on top of them. So this is really just the background layer we're creating right now. Then you click OK. The next thing you want to do is make sure that your brush tool is selected and that you have selected a soft brush. Make the size about 1800 pixels or however large you want to do that, and then the hardness set to 0. Now, one of the things I want to show you is that if you want to increase or decrease the size of the brush, you will click the brackets key. The one to the left will make it decrease, the one to the right will increase the size of your brush. Let's go back enough of the commercial. Now, once you've gotten your color selected, just anywhere on the screen, just go ahead and click. You'll probably not be able to really see it, but that's okay. Once you put your design on top of it, it'll begin to pop. The next thing you want to do is go back over to the foreground color, find a different color, we'll go with blue, and make it really dark blue, and hit OK, and then anywhere on the screen, somewhere near, I usually overlap them to some extent, just click on the screen. Then go back one more time, and probably have a yellow. Let's try yellow this time, a dark yellow. So we'll just make our dark yellow here. Click on the screen, click OK, and then go ahead and click on the screen somewhere. Now, that's your background. It doesn't look like much yet, but it's going to look great in a few minutes. Now, the next thing you want to do is go up to the first layer. Now that you put your really dark colors behind it or on the background, you want to start putting very, very bright colors on the front, and I'll show you how and why right now. The next thing you want to do is click on the first layer and then click the foreground color. Choose one of the colors here that you like. I'm going to try a bright yellow and click OK. Click anywhere on the screen. Yes, you will be able to really see these. And then you click on the button again and you choose another color, something really bright. We'll just try this hot pink. That'll be fine. And you can change the size of your brushes if you like or not. It's up to you. I kind of like the size that it is now. It usually works for me. Then the next thing we do is go back and try one more thing. I usually do about 3 colors. So we're going to try a really bright green this time. Placing the bright green on the screen. Now this doesn't look like much yet, but watch. Go to Edit, Transform, and then Warp. And you'll see this box come up with 6 different squares. You can pretty much start anywhere. I usually start at the corner and click and drag. Click and drag. And then begin to pull and push and tug and tow until you see a design that you like in the background. So just continue to pull and push until you see something that you like, that you probably want to select. And if it looks good to you, that's all that matters. And then click the checkbox, and you have a design that looks something like this. Right now it looks pretty bad, so let's go and try it again. Let's go ahead, Edit, Transform, Warp. Want to make another change here. There we go. That's better. And then make a design similar to this. Now that looks much, much better. There we go. Much, much better. Now, another thing that you can do if you decide that you want to use this as your platform for building is to click your select key and then drag it down somewhere near here. Then you can go ahead and drag that first layer down to where it says create a new layer and make a copy of it. Okay. Now right now it looks pretty good. So you want to hit Control T to select it, and then right click in the box and go down to where it says flip horizontal. Now once you've done that, you're able to move this around. Actually click the check box, and then you can move them around. Okay. And make your designs. At first it may not look like much, but you just start playing with it a little bit. It'll actually start popping and coming out a little bit at you. So then go to layer 2 and we'll do the same thing, except you might want to choose different colors. This time you might want to put a little red into it. So we get a bright red, click OK, and just somewhere on the screen, after you've clicked your brush, then click somewhere on the screen, give you a nice bright red, and then add, I guess I'll go with blue again, and click a bright blue. Click your bright blue, just click anywhere on the screen, somewhere near where you've already clicked. And then add another selection here. Make sure that that's selected. Another color here, excuse me. And perhaps we will choose an orange, a bright orange. And click the screen again. You can turn these two layers off if you want to, so that you can see what you're doing with the one you're working on. And then go up to Edit again, Transform, and then Warp Tool again. Okay, and then just start dragging wherever you are. Just kind of watch what you're doing. I kind of like to split it up like this, and just grab a corner, and you can do pretty much anything you want to because it's your design. And if you don't like it, you can always delete it and start all over again. So just go ahead and do that. Drag this down and drag this corner here out a little. And then maybe take this back like that. Give it a little background blue. That's great. Drag that up like that there. Okay, that's not bad. So then go ahead and click the checkbox. And this is your new design here. It actually doesn't look bad. Turn on the other two and see where you're going to put that guy. Now that you selected your second layer, what you can do is go up to the key, the arrow here, and you can drag this around anywhere you want. Kind of like that a little bit. Maybe I'll duplicate that a few times and see what it looks like here. Drag it a little more, and then maybe select it and make another copy. See how that looks. It actually doesn't look too bad. Okay. Now, you can create your designs any way you want. It's your design. Then you can go up to layer 3 and maybe put something on the other side. I kind of like it the way it is right now. It just looks abstract. It's an abstract design. So it should look abstract. So you can create your own design. You can go through and make your copies. You can adjust them. You can switch them around by hitting Control T on the keyboard and switching them around and making them look the way you want them to look, and create your own design. Okay, now that you've created your own design, this is kind of quick and fast. So if this is not what you like, you can always create your own, and that's fine. This is just quick and fast and brief so that you can understand how to do it. Now go ahead and click your checkbox there, and you can move some of these guys around. Okay, and make another copy if you need to of the design so that you can kind of fill it out. Hit your Control T, right click, flip horizontal, and then drag it up around and kind of give it a decent look there. Click your checkbox when you're done, and you can always turn off other layers if you decide you want to try something new, or you just didn't like that layer at all and you decide you want to get rid of it. You can always turn it off. Okay, turn it on and turn it off. You can also select those layers and adjust them as far as adjust their position by hitting the arrow key and moving them over. That's actually not bad. I kind of like that, even though it's quick and fast and a tutorial. But it's something that you can just play around with, make your own designs, and I think that that's great. So once you've done that, go ahead and save it, share it with your friends, and if you choose to, you can always like us and also hit the subscribe key if you decide you want to subscribe. We will be doing more tutorials in the future. Don't forget to subscribe to us. Don't forget to like our page. And have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye. More tutorials to come.